will have got the halls booked for 8 o'clock. So those of them who want to go over to Tri-State meet will have plenty of time. What's going down at the company, we all know as well as I. And every time I run to members of the type who say, what good is the union? And why should I pay my dues? Well, they will learn a mighty good lesson, because where would they be in this battle for 7.5 cents if it wasn't for the union? And we're sure as hell gonna get it. So let us all remember that the union should be first in our hearts, next only to our loved ones, the kidneys, and the tiny tots. Now, before we break, we're going to have a little entertainment. And I hope you're going to show a special courtesy, because a couple of the cutting room boys have got up and acted Gladys Hotchkiss from the front office. And if these good folk are going to have to come down here and perform this act for us, well, the least we can do is not sneak out the back door like last time. This act is right on the nose, because it's about getting hot. And that's what we're doing, union members. Getting hot. guzzling all this free beer. Pay attention to the meeting.
I ain't guzzling. I'm being sociable.
Well, this ain't a sociable. This is an official meeting.
May's got to keep her strength up.
Look, we can't just sit around here doing nothing. We got to make plans. Old man Hassler ain't gonna give in so easy.
We got to slow down.
I mean other things, for instance. Here's a suggestion from Jake Falkmeyer. He said when he was working at the Ironclad Overall Company and they was having trouble, they would submit tobacco juice in all the back hip pockets of all the overalls.
I draw the line at chewing tobacco.
I wasn't suggesting that.
How about if the Packers put the size large bottoms with the size large tops in like that?
Sure. See, that's what I mean. That's clear thinking. That's constructive.
Hello? Oh, sure. I recognize your voice. But that wouldn't take effect soon enough.
Well, I suppose not.
Let's be practical.
I'm gonna break down and have another beer.
No, I can't talk now. I've been away for 3 days.
We gotta put the screws on them now, not later.
Look, it wouldn't do any good anyhow. I have several people here. I'm sorry. Goodbye.
Look, I don't want to get Babe into trouble, but Babe, they've been saying.
What more trouble can you get me into? I'm fired already.
Well, the union ought to do something about that, too.
I mean, if she hadn't up and admitted she did it, we could have. But if someone up and admits they've been busting up company property, look, here's a confidence just inside the committee. Some of the buttons ain't been sewed on too good. Wait till the salespeople come screaming back at Hassler. Hello. Mr. Williams?
Big meeting, hey.
Hi, Paul.
Hi, Katie. Don't let me interrupt.
Well, that's about it anyhow.
Sure.
Let's all be thinking about new ways to jam things up.
Much obliged for the beer. It's all right.
What do you mean you gotta go home?
Listen, May, my wife will be raising home.
Too bad you didn't think about that before.
Listen, May, I'll take you home.
Don't bother.
But May, there's prowlers out at this hour tonight.
Single ones, I hope.
Come on, Joe.
Say, I was at the corner tavern for a beer just now, and guess who I ran into?
Old man Hassler and Rita Hayworth.
No, Sid.
Sid? What he up to?
Well, the way I got it is that you just been phoning him or something. What happened between you two?
Oh, never mind, Pop.
That's what I told Sid. I told him to just forget it and come on up.
Oh, Pop, you're too fresh.
That boy don't feel good about something.
Neither do I.
Oh, come on in, Sid.
Yes, do come in.
Make yourself at home.
Have you really been away?
Sure. I went to Chicago to visit the Lincoln Park Zoo.
Just because we're on different sides of this all, is there any reason for us to get all balled up?
Looks like it, doesn't it?
Not to me, it doesn't. What kind of a queen are you, anyways?
Haven't you heard? I'm the local sweetheart of 343 Associated Garment Workers of North America. My gosh, Sid, I told you, I warned you, you know? You knew all about how I felt. I happen to think there are certain things a person has to stand for in this life, but I guess you forgot all about that.
I forget nothing. They pay me to run the factory.
So run the factory. You stick to your side, and I stick to mine.
Listen, babe. I love you. Corny, ain't it? Do you hear me?
Yes.
Can you see my side of it? The truth is, I'm the cutting room foreman when I bluffed my way into this job, and I'm going to fight to stay here. Now that I've got you in my plans, I'm finding it even harder.
Watch those hands, Tycoon.
Well, here we are.
What you got there, Pop? Your stamp album?
Well, now don't get excited. If Sid doesn't want to look at the stamp album, why, he don't have to. No law against my looking at it, is there?
But Sid likes stamps. He told me so. Don't you, Sid?
Yeah, I was looking at it the other night.
Sure, there's a universal appeal in stamps. I knew you'd be interested.
Sid's very interested, but me, Pop, I'm just plain pushed. So you don't mind if I slide off to bed?
Oh, run along, honey. Good night, dear.
Good night. Sleep well.
Thanks.
Sid, say we start with a Pan-American issue.
I guess that's as good a place to start as any.
I do, especially on Liberty gibbets. Girls, girls, you are a disgrace to my training. My feelings.
Oh, Mr. Hines, we didn't mean to hurt your feelings.
We're sorry. It's nothing personal, Mr. Hines.
It cuts. It cuts. I have a notion to just throw away my stopwatch and just give up.
You We'd let you train us all over again.
Where's Mr. Hassler?
I thought you were in Peoria.
I asked for Mr. Hassler and I get Peoria? Don't tell me you're part of this slowdown. Never mind, I'll go find him.
Did you hear that? She accused me of committing a slowdown.
Oh, not you.
Me. Me. A man who has lived his life by the clock.
We're sorry, Mr. Hines.
I'm a time study man, and a time study man can't waste time. For a time study man to waste time is a crime. So I'm ruled by the tick-tick-tock, and I live my life by the clock. I live my life by the tick-tick-tock of the clock. When I go to sleep, I don't undress. Oh yes, I sleep in all my clothes. I must confess, you say a strange way to behave. Will admit that the suitcase must and the cabin's lint and a picks up dust, but think of the time I save.
Think of the time he saves.
The alarm clock rings, it's 6 a.m. And then right there in bed I shave. That's what I said. While I am still in bed I shave. And the lather drips and the bed gets wet, and oh, what a lousy shave I get, but think of the time I save.
Think of the time he saves. Tick-tock, tick-tock, time is fusion. Tick-tock, tick-tock, time goes by.
How I love to sit and watch the seconds multiply at breakfast time. I grab a bowl, and in that bowl I drop an egg, then add some juice, a poor excuse for what I crave, and then I'll add some oatmeal too.
Ew!
And it comes out tasting just like glue, but think of the time I save.
Think of the time he saves. Tick-tock, tick-tock, time is fusion. Tick-tock, tick-tock, time goes by.
I'll be sitting counting seconds till the day I die, and when I do, I have a plan. Before I'm dead, I'll dig my grave. That's what I said. Before I'm dead, I'll dig my grave. 'Cause when St. Peter calls my name, I know I'll get there just the same, but think of the time I save.
Think of the time he saves.
Teenage girl confesses.
I can't help it, it's the slowdown.
Teenage boy attacks school teacher.
They'll get the pajamas somewhere else if we don't get these deliveries out. That's not my department.
Teenage sex orgies revealed? Isn't that terrible?
Yeah, they sure do have more fun nowadays than when I was a kid.
Good morning, Mr. Hassler.
A slowdown like this
what I have said for years. No one is interested in work.
That's right.
The whole country is on the skids. Here I've got employees openly defiant to top management.
Maybe if we offered a compromise.
A compromise? Not until there's ice in hell 3 feet thick. I'm a fighter!
You've got hundreds of orders to get out.
Now, Mr. Hassler, in this letter from Marks and Klein's over at Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Damn chain outfit. Damn communists! They want nothing president.
But Mr. Hassler, they say that if we don't take care of this shit.
Mabel, don't stand there bothering me about Marks and Klein. I've been dealing with them for about 20 years now.
But Mr. Hassler, they say.
Mr. Hassler, I've been looking for you
Why are you here? Why did you go out of this territory?
because of what happened in Peoria.
The elevator's stuck.
Hey, you, Hines, what size are you?
Size me. Well, this is. The elevator's stuck.
You look like a medium. I need you.
What on earth is going on around here?
Take your pants off.
I'll do no such thing.
Mr. Hassler, this is life and death to the sleep-type organization. I want him to model these pajamas.
Hines, take your pants off. Okay, Chief. Mean. Honest.
Come on, come on.
Oh, what a day.
I'm a very busy man. I'm a time study man, not a model.
This is all for sleep-type, mister.
Hines, put the pajamas on.
Now, Mr. Hassler, I want you to get the picture. I'm showing this to Charlie Robinson of the Robinson Brothers, and I'm not one of your salesmen that does half measures, so whenever we have a showroom, I do exactly what we got Hines here doing. I model the pants myself.
All right. Beautiful styling. What more do you want?
No, wait. Here I'm in Peoria. I'm modeling the pants. Charlie Robinson and his 2 buyers are very impressed with the line. They're ready to buy. Get the picture?
Go on. I don't get a point to all this.
Now, Hines, stick out your stomach. Breathe in.
This is truly ridiculous.
Everybody bear in mind, I got these pajamas out of stock, right out of the box. Go on, Hines, breathe in.
Hines, do what she says. Just breathe. Oh my God!
No, leave him lay.
What are you doing, Vernon? Playing games? Mr. Hines, really?
Let me see those.
They're all like that. Boxes and boxes of them, every single one.
Somebody's got quite a sense of humor.
What's the idea? Who did this?
2 threads in every waistband button.
What?
They're not sewed on. Only 2 threads. Somebody's being very cute.
Cute? This is sabotage. This is open rebellion. On the other hand, it could just be coincidence. Oh, put your pants on.
Give me the stock room.
I'll be the laughing stock of the pajama game.
You never did finish your story. What did this Robertson do when your pants fell down?
He laughed. He had no sense of humor.
Get your hands off me!
Hold all the orders till I've checked the stock. Come on, Maxine.
If they think they can lick Byron Hassler with this kind of trickery, those damn communists got another guest coming. I'm a fighter! Oh, Hines. Just put your pants on, put it back. Okay, Hines, I want a time report on each and every individual in this worker, in this factory. Is that clear? Go do it. Put your pants on.
Now, Mr. Hassler, in this letter from Marks and Klein's, they
Don't
say.
bother me with Marks and Klein or anyone else.
Well,
Especially Marks and Klein, those damn communists. Mabel, no, Gladys, remember, I got a board of directors meeting tomorrow.
yes, sir, the books are already accepted.
That's all I gotta tell them, 2 threats.
We've got an awful lot of orders to recall.
How many?
They're gonna let us know. Clear out for a while, will you, Mabel?
Sure, I'll go get something to settle my stomach.
Mr. Hassler,
Yes.
I'd like to make a pitch.
A pitch? All right. Pitch ahead.
First, I would like to make my position clear. I am for the company first, last, and always. The labor problem's got to end in one solution. Compromise.
Sorokin, you've been here a while, but you seem a little slow. You gotta realize that. I'm a fighter.
Yes, but
Don't waste your breath on me. Keep your dukes up.
Dukes up, what's that mean?
Mr. Hassler wants me to take boxing lessons.
Well, you certainly are a character.
And I'd like to get some information from you, too.
What kind?
Double entry.
Well, you're not going to get any information from me, so there.
Come here.
I'm a desperate man, and I'd hate to ask a cute little kid like you to help me out, but...
Sid, dear, you wouldn't have me violate a trust, would you?
I sure would. It would help unsnarl things around here.
Why is that so important?
Because my future depends on the Titanic struggle for Pajama survival!
You're great.
If I could just know a little more about the bookkeeping of this.
No, not that.
I wouldn't ask you to give it to me, just leave it around.
No. Besides, it's locked anyhow.
I know a sexy dame who'd lend me the key.
Oh, you think so?
Well, it'd be fun trying to persuade her.
Well, it might be fun to be persuaded. Only you'd be awfully sore when you didn't get it.
Oh, no, Gladys, I'm grown up.
Quit kidding me. Well, I gotta go.
Wait,
What?
let's go out tonight.
Well, I hope you're not serious about that key.
I don't feel like being serious about anything right now. You're busy, huh?
No. And I sure would like to be, but... Oh, gee, where will you take me?
Any place you say?
I know a wonderful joint.
question, Sid. Do you like scotch?
No, Gladys, I don't like scotch.
Me neither. Scotch has a very peculiar taste.
Kind of a scotch-like taste.
Yeah, that's it. Count me out. Is that gin? You're right. You know, I guess you caught on when you came here that I thought you were cute, but you never gave me a tumble till tonight.
I did tell you why I brought you out here, didn't I?
I forget. Tell me again.
I'm gonna get you fried so I can get that key away from you.
You'll never get my key. You'll never get my
They'll hear you.
You think I'm terrible, don't you?
Hey, I thought he was at the bowling alley.
He was.
Who won?
Babe wanted to come here.
I gotta give a message to somebody.
Come on. Let's dance.
Babe, you're coming to the union rally, aren't you? Well, sure, why not?
What's the matter, Sid?
I don't feel good.
You mean you're sick?
Not sick, just kind of depressed.
Oh, don't be repressed. Wait a minute. Look at what I have. See? Here it is. Take it.
This is a lousy trick, Gladys.
I'll lend it to you for the night. You gotta give it back to me in the morning, and you can't tell anybody.
Thanks a hell of a lot.
Now you gotta cheer up, Sid. Hi, babe.
Oh, yes, hello. Won't you join us?
Old friends.
No, thank you. Gladys, I came here to tell you that Heinz's out for blood.
Oh, Heinzie.
He knows you're out with Sid. He saw you at the bowling alley. You saw him at the bowling alley. He's got a knife.
Damn fool.
He's always got a knife. He's living in the past. That's not healthy. Don't you think so, Sid?
Look, I didn't come here because I'm craving your company or wanting to join your party or anything like that. I came here to tell you he's dangerous.
He talks dangerous, but he doesn't mean anything. I think I better take him out.
Babe, please.
Oh dear. Follow the woman. That's what I've become.
committee from the union downstairs waiting to see you.
Yeah, I sent for them.
You've been here all night?
That's no joke, Charlie, I have. I'd like to speak to Mr. Hassler. And what's more, I think I've got something.
Well, take it easy, boy.
Mr. Hassler, could you come down to my office? No, right. Come on in. No, right away. It's important. Come on in. I apologize for dragging you guys out here so early. I knew you were having a union rally, and I wanted to speak to you first.
That's okay, Sid.
I think I've got a hold of some information that could help clean up this whole mess.
Well, what? Either we get the 7.5 cents or we strike.
What I want to ask is, could you just keep your rally going until I can get there and talk to you?
What about?
About solving this damn thing.
There ought to be a time limit.
All right, so you're going to have a parade.
We sure are.
That'll give me time. I'll be at the rally.
That's fair enough.
Oh, Miss Williams. Can I speak to you?
We'll meet you downstairs, babe.
I know explanations are lousy.
No, Sid,
But you mustn't think.
I don't think anything. I don't care. Sid, if it's about you and Gladys, it is none of my business.
But it is your business.
So what the hell with that? I'm talking about something bigger.
Well, this is just great. Can't we even talk to each other to make any sense anymore?
I don't see how. Not until this is over.
I've been eating mud long enough. I've had it.
What do you suggest, Sid?
Meet me after the rally.
I can't. I have a date.
Well, that's that.
I'll break it.
Sid, I've got to warn you, Vernon's not fooling this time. We've been at it all night screaming and yelling and...
Now, Gladys, listen. It's all going to be all right. I'll take him aside and I'll tell him the whole story. In the meantime, here's your key.
Listen, I thought I heard something.
You maniac, the fool! Hide you damn fool way!
I told you I heard something.
Oh, you heard something, all right. I'm glad he's got that out of his system.
How do we know that he has? How do we know that...
Now, Gladys, listen. It's all going right now.
You gotta stop him!
I'll fix that baby.
I really hope this call turns out. What sort of tomfoolery is going on around here? Sorokin, you'd better. Oh, look at that. That's not nice. I don't like that. Sorokin, this is company property, you know.
I'd better explain, Mr. Hassler.
Somebody better.
Look out!
Go! You're trying to murder me! Gladys, call Senator Hickenlooper.
Yes, sir.
I'll stop that.
It's a plot to murder me. They've imported gangsters from Chicago. It's the old Al Capone gang.
I don't think so, Mr. Hassler.
Oh, Gladys, don't argue with me. Don't you see those knives? That's the work of foreigners.
Mr. Hassler, it's...
Wait, shh. Do you hear that? They're marching. What's that?
Mr. Hassler, it's the union rally. They're going to have a parade.
Heinz, where have you been, man? This place is filled with gangsters. They're out to get me.
They're not after you, Mr. Hassler. They're after me.
Oh, talk. No one does anything. Hello? Is this the police?
You wouldn't want to arrest Heinz, would you?
Heinz?
He was trying to kill me.
He was. Heinz. Suppose you'd succeeded and hit Sorokin with me in the middle of labor troubles. I wasn't trying to kill him. I was just trying to scare him. Is this what you called me here about? To come here and risk my life?
No.
I don't want to be involved in your personal matters.
I called you because there's going to be a strike this morning unless you listen to me.
Sorokin, I already told you. I'm a fighter.
Let us have his head patched up.
All right, come on.
Get your hands off me. I'm a fighter.
Come on, Tiger.
Mr. Hassler, I'm going before the board of directors.
Sorokin, sometimes I think...
If this can't be solved any other way,
Watch your mouth, Sorokin.
I've been up all night with your ledger.
You need to say that.
I apologize. I don't even hire me as a safecracker, but I've been through your books. That 7.5 raise was added to the cost 6 months ago.
I'll have you arrested. I could put you in jail.
No, you can't. But you can give that raise. If you don't, I'll go before the board of directors and tell them how many orders have been canceled.
Not one damn order.
Read your mail, there's been a dozen cancellations. Mabel's been trying to tell you all day yesterday about Marks and Klein's. The truth is, this operation folds, I fold with it. And I don't want to see that happen, so do me a favor. Sit down and talk to me.
getting out of breath for making my speech. Hey, is my tie straight?
I don't know. Ask your wife. We're sure to win the strike, ain't we, Prez?
What kind of question is that? Sure we are. Babe will tell you.
The answer is yes. That's the answer to everything today. What is it? I was just asking if we're gonna win the strike. Well, sure we're gonna win, but that ain't all.
Babe and I were up half the night figuring things out. I've got it written down all on paper.
What do you mean, Prez?
I figured it out. I figured it out. With a pencil and a pad, I figured it out. 7.5 cents doesn't buy a hell of a lot. 7.5 cents doesn't buy a thing. Give it to me every hour, 40 hours every week. That's enough for me to be living like a king. I figured it out.
He figured it out.
I figured it out.
He figured it out.
With a pencil and a pad, I figured it out. Only 5 years from today. Only 5 years from today. I can see it all for me. Only 5 years from today. 5 years. Now let's see. That's 260 weeks times 40 hours every week, and roughly 2.25 hours overtime, and a time and a half for overtime. Comes to exactly $852.74. Hooray! That's enough for me to get an automatic washing machine, a year's supply of gasoline, company for the living room,
A vacuum instead of a plastic room.
not to mention a 40-inch television set.
So, although 7.5 cents doesn't buy a hell of a lot, 7.5 cents doesn't mean a thing. But give it to me every hour, 40 hours every week. That's enough for me to be living like a king. I figured it out. She figured it out. She figured it out. I figured it out. With a pencil and a pad, I figured it out. Only 10 years from today. Only 10 years from today. I can see it clear as daylight. Only 10 years from today. 10 years. Now let's see. That's 520 weeks times 40 hours every week at roughly 2.25 hours overtime at time and a half for overtime comes to exactly $1,704.48. That's enough for me to buy a trip to France across the seas, a motorboat, a water skis, maybe even a foreign car.
A charge you got at the carnival.
Not to mention a travel board with letters made of gold. So, although 7.5 cents doesn't buy a home, I figured it out. Need a thing, figured that gave it to me every hour, 40 hours every week. That's enough for me to be living like a king.
Figured it out.
We figured it out. We figured it out. We figured it out.
With a pencil and a pad,
We figured it out.
Now let's see. That's 1,040 weeks.
Times 40 hours every week.
And roughly 2.25 hours overtime.
A time and a half for overtime.
Comes to exactly
$3,411.
and 96 cents.
Wow!
That's enough for me to be a sultan in a Taj Mahal in every room, a different doll.
I'll have myself a body and free, a body pajama factory that I get in and have an old man Hassler work for me.
So, although 7.5 cents doesn't buy a hell of a lot,
7.5 cents doesn't mean a thing, but give it to me every hour, 40 hours every week. That's enough for me to be living like
7.5-cent raise if you give up your claims for retroactive pay.
We ain't giving up nothing.
Now, May, quiet down. Sid, I don't know.
Well, I sure do. Let's get this over with. We've won.
We won! We won! Mr. Hassler's talking. He's at the rally.
Come on!
I told you this show was full of symbolism.
Sid, you've been wonderful. I could kiss you.
I wouldn't want to be kissed for settling a strike. Or anything personal.
Oh, it's very personal.
Oh, embarrassing, I call it. Oh,
I love you.
Tell me!
I love you.
Tell me!
I love you.
Tell me more!
What a man, I'll tell you. More than a lion loves her cub.
More than a limey loves his pub.
More than a flounder loves his fin.
More than a guzzler loves his gin.
More.
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 There once was a man.
There once was a man.
Who loved a
Who
woman.
loved a man.
She was one that is
He
too
was
bad
on
trying
a
to
street like a fire. They say that nobody ever loved as much as she. But me. But me. I love you more.
they'll never last. And now, we'll take you one of town's most exclusive clubs being held by Mr. Haskell and the Union. We were told to dress for the occasion.
Attention, attention, quiet, still got more.
Now, Maxine,
Yes, MH?
I just want to say one word.
Okay, MH.
My good friends, this demonstration of harmony in our pajama factory hit something deep inside me. And I know this party of yours will be a great success because it stems from the genuine sleep-tight spirit of solidarity.
Well, we'll all make sure to say okay to that, MH. So on with our little tribute to sleep-tight pajamas. And now on with our sleep-tight fashion parade. Wear sleep-tight at all social functions.
Dresses are fine, but sleep tight's divine.
Sleep-tight has everything. Grace, style, and comfort.
I'm Grace.
I'm style.
I'm Comfort.
Wear sleep-tight for a happy family life.
Now I trust at night and day, that you love the sleep-tight way.
And another point. Sleep-tight is economical.